Sometimes they measure these heights when they're in shoes or when they're not.
Platforms.
And again, it almost doesn't matter. It's like, do you fight tall or do you not fight tall?
Absolutely. Both fighters standing on top of the Domino's logo right in the middle of the ring. Sean Spath, the referee for this event, scheduled for three 3-minute rounds.
You can see Wolford holds his shoulders a little bit tighter. Kim a little more looser with the motion for punching. Doesn't mean he's going to win necessarily, just something to observe here early.
Bobby tried to throw, and he's stung already in the face. His face is red.
His left eye is already.
Yeah, that right. Oh, there's another one. Oh, good.
Fantastic. Faking the overhand right, switch stepping and coming in with the left.
Unbelievable. That one landed. I'm going to tell you, Bobby Wolford's face is going to swell here in a minute. Oh, another right to that spot on the face. Oh, good elbow.
Now, Wolford has a bit of a collegiate wrestling background. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense to go for the takedown. If you can get it and you think your skills are better there, go for it. That's a fantastic slam after getting his hands clasped together. Let's just see what he can make happen here. I thought he was looking good on the feet, but maybe he can do even better on the ground.
Bobby Wolford on his back. He's wearing the red gloves. Will Kim right on top here, wearing the blue gloves. William out of BJJ Conquest. Bobby Wolford fighting out of Capital MMA and Elite Fitness. I'm going to tell you, Wolford's face, after that one right hook, I mean, he looked like he had the worst sunburn I'd ever seen in my life.
It doesn't take much. Great base and explosion there of the hips of Bobby Wolford. Will Kim had a crossface there, which you need to use. If you can control someone's jaw and neck with your crossface, they can't really move their hips. But you saw Kim's was really loose, and of course, Bobby Wolford able to explode and get to his feet. And by the way, to look at the welt on the ribs.
I tell you, from that left kick that Kim put to Wolford, it has left a mark, a goose egg, the size of an egg on his ribs. Both fighters toe-to-toe right in the middle of the ring.
Kim also looks to be a little bit quicker. He eats a head kick there, although nice takedown. But he looked to be a little bit able to cut corners inside punches and away from punches of Bobby Wolford a little bit more easily.
I'm going to tell you what Bobby Wolford doesn't want is to stay on his back and let Kim just put elbows to his face.
That was the nasty back take from Will Kim. Almost lost it as Wolford turned into him, but he kept, I believe, I want to see the replay, he kept one underhook and used that to keep turning with him, snatching the back. Fantastic job.
Look at Wolford doing a good job of keeping his chin down just to make sure that Kim does not get that lock.
And hand fighting the left arm there of Will Kim, another good thing.
Right. How do you get out of this? I mean, you got a guy on your back, Luke.
A lot of ways you can do it. You can lean forward and have him slide off the top. You can try and kick out one of your legs so that one of the hooks releases. But as long as he's got one hand over the top, one hand underneath, it's called a seat belt. And Marcelo Garcia sort of patented the over-under there. And you've got both hooks in. It's hard to get him off.
Right. There it was, the end of round number one. That was pretty good. I thought they came out aggressive, fun to watch. Kim could a couple of kicks and shots to Wolford there in the red corner. I want to see what you were talking about in the replay. But you know what? Kim definitely the more aggressor and left some marks all over Wolford's face.
And way more fluid with his striking.
Absolutely. Boom, right there, right off the bat. That left a mark right on Wolford's face.
Nice slam. Stayed in the guard, but that's okay.
Still in charge. Boom, doing it again. That's another takedown from
After
Kim.
he ate the kick, I like the instinctual decision to say, you know what? I'm going to catch this kick, and then we're going to change the way we're having offense.
So what are you telling Bobby Wolford right now? You're sitting in the corner, and you're saying, hey, look, that guy's landed a kick and a right, and he's put you to the ground twice.
Let's go ahead and go to the ground, but let's let you be first. You initiate the strike, or excuse me, you initiate the takedown because his striking is better, slightly. He's actually faster, and he can wrestle a little bit, but let's put him on the defensive. Let's see what his guard is like. Let's get you passing guard.
Absolutely. When I watch Kim and Wolford stand toe-to-toe, Kim in the blue gloves looks like his head's moving, doesn't really give you a solid target to throw anything at. Here we go, round number two, right in the middle of the ring. William Kim in the blue gloves, Wolford in the red gloves, kicking it off on the Domino's logo.
See, look who threw the first punch this round.
Yeah, right off
Will
the bat.
Kim.
Yep.
Nice diversity of strikes. Nice getting out of the way there by Will Kim. Throwing a three-punch combination, turning on the corner on the left hook.
The face is starting to swell of Wolford here on both sides, not just one side.
Good job. Almost a sweep single there from Wolford. Now, Kim has a right underhook that's going to protect him here. But let's see what Wolford can do. He's got his hands clasped together. He can still get a trip here.
Both fighters right here in front of our table. We got a close-up view right here.
Kim turning the tables. He has got his hands together, but not really effectively.
Keeping his head on the other opponent's head is just mashing, and that you just irritated.
These are legal elbows, doing a great job. It's not sort of like pumping motion that some people think is bad. It just matters whether or not it's coming up and down, whether gravity's on your side. Decent ankle pick, but Bobby Wolford able to use that whizzer to help him stand.
Bobby Wolford in the red gloves, William Kim in the blue gloves. Wolford with his back against the cage, Kim the aggressor, pushing him up against that chain link, trying to get his head in there. Couple of lefts from Wolford. Right here, these guys are just raining on us. This is fun.
So he's looking like he's going to snatch a single. He wants to move him away from the fence to do it, to effectively run the pipe.
We've been lucky this entire night. And then guys start coming over here.
Bit of a high crotch lift attempt there. He abandoned it, and they go back to striking on the outside.
I don't know if that's William Kim's blood or if that's Wolford's blood, but somebody has left some blood on the side of William Kim's face.
It's not a lot, though.
Not a lot.
If it's a cut, it's relatively minor.
And it does.
I love that, by the way. Shovel punch with the left and then right hook. Ooh, that was the same kick that almost ate him up last time.
Just missed.
You can see the lead left hand of Kim is a little bit low.
And his mouth breathing.
Wolford's reading that and just coming right upstairs with it. If he could set it up, man, he could do something with it.
Looks a little more tired now. Kim's starting to slow down a little bit with a minute left to go in round number 2.
So you see there a head toss attempt from Wolford, missed it. Kim gets his head out of it, comes out the back door, and he is on your back. This kick can take your back so quickly and from a lot of different angles.
And how irritating is that as a fighter?
Oh, it's the worst.
I mean, you just can't get out of that.
If you think about it, what's the worst place to be? Where do you have absolutely zero offense with someone on your back? Even if someone's mounted on you, it may not be an effective punch, so you can still punch them in the face at least a little bit. If someone has your back and they've got dominant control, you literally have, I mean, unless you just jump up in the air and try to stand their head on the ground, you basically have no offense.
Yeah,
it's a terrible place to be.
And just stuck. And you see Wolford trying to move it. He was trying to throw punches behind him. He couldn't do anything about it.
I'm a little surprised by Kim. Yes, Wolford has that right high kick, but the better striking is definitely being done by Kim in this fight.
And Wolford with a good elbow there towards the end of the second round.
And Wolford's got good takedown defense, but he got his back taken in this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm liking the way Kim's fighting, but Wolford's definitely all the way in this.
I would say that this one would be a harder round to judge than the first round. I gave the first round totally to Kim. This round, I think Wolford came out a little more. Now, he didn't come out and throw the first punch, like you said, but he looked a little more aggressive. Even though he had his back taken, I saw a couple of elbows and a couple of smacks, and it looks like Kim might be a little bit cut. As you're sitting there now, we talked about Wolford in the red corner, his crew. What are you telling Kim here going into the end of the fight?
It's hard to say. I don't know if they're telling him to take him down or not take him down. I'm not a big fan of it. You're winning on the outside. If you can keep your left hand up a little bit, you'll be in just fine shape. Bang him out. You're doing a good job at it.
Absolutely. And keep being the aggressor, I would think. Look, don't let him come in here and fight his fight. Wolford has to stay out. Like, I would keep him to do exactly what he was doing. Kim coming out, throwing the first punch, and trying to be that aggressor.
And go back to the body. It was working before.
Oh, yeah. The kick in the first round really left an impact. All right, here we go. Round number 3. Sean Spath gets him to the middle, and we'll kick it off. Boom. There we go. Right out to the Domino's logo. Face still a little swollen from Bobby Wolford in the red glove. Will Kim in the blue gloves.
Excellent timing on that double by Bobby Wolford. Great job. And I like the game plan here from Bobby Wolford. First move out of the round, I'm going to take you down. I'm liking the scrambling here too if he doesn't get guillotined, and it looks like he probably won't.
Kim still being the aggressor like we talked about, which is absolutely phenomenal, because if this kid wants to win the fight and he's not going to get him to tap out and he's not going to get him to the knockout, I think Kim, as long as he stays the aggressor, could win this fight.
I think Kim's fading a little bit. Bobby Wolford's got a little bit better cardio. I'm not sure if he's the stronger one of the two, but he's definitely the one pressing the action here. Yeah, look at the big breaths that Kim is taking.
Absolutely, I saw that in the end of round number 2.
I don't think look, I think mentally he's all there. I don't think, you can see his attitude, it's still great, but he's just sucking a lot of wind right now.
Kim he went out strong in his first round, and if he can last another minute and 45 seconds.
He might come out the back door here again if he can get his head out. Nah, he pressed him in instead. And then you see that left hand, the left arm, excuse me, of Wolford becoming a wizard.
Ooh, good knee from Wolford. You know what I don't see a lot of, and maybe it's just the inexperience, but I see a lot when we're watching some pay-per-view events is the foot stomp. When you get somebody like that, does that do anything to anybody?
Not to anybody good. Marco Huas was the guy who sort of invented that, the king of the streets.
Right.
But eventually what people realized was like, yeah, it can even break your feet, but it doesn't. It's against someone really good, they're just not going to buy it. If Kim can get his hip behind Wolford, he can his head out the back door just like that. Just like that. Now he can crucifix him on top. It looks like he's got the choke here.
He does have it. He
But
can get done.
he doesn't have the angle for it. He doesn't have the angle.
And Wolford is just strong. Kim looks, not that he's all the way tired, he just looks like this would have happened in the first round. Kim could have held that.
You know what? Here's the thing about this: a 3-minute round.
Yeah.
If you're getting something and it's not working, if you're attempting something and it's not working, you need to stop and reset and just try something else. This round, it's not. I mean, look, one takedown was executed by a brilliant double for Bobby Wolford, but Kim got up pretty quickly.
And I think Wolford should have just kept going with those shots to the face. I think, boom.
Nice elbow.
Coming out of there.
Using the left stiff arm and then driving the right elbow. Good job by Bobby Wolford.
Wolford in the red gloves, Kim in the blue glove. 15 seconds left in round number 3. Both fighters know it.
Wolford needs to steal this round. Another well-timed double would be perfect here.
And a good elbow right there at the end. Pushes him. Ooh, good elbow.
That's the fourth good elbow.
Oh, another good elbow.
These are fantastic.
Unbelievable right at the whistle. Fantastic. I don't know here in round number 3, especially if the judges could see what we saw.
I'm giving the third round to Wolford easy.
Easy.
First round to Kim, easy. Oh, and he's bleeding. Kim is bleeding out of that left ear. It may have been his cauliflower ear that was popped.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, he caught him twice in the same spot with great elbows. All right, when we come back, we'll get the announcement of who won this fight. We'll get it from the judges. We'll hear from Chris Fuller. It is Cagezilla in Ashburn, Virginia.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for this fight, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score the fight 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out in the red corner, it's Bobby Wolford.
Oh, wow. Unbelievable. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The call from Chris Fuller has Bobby Wolford. The judges scored this one unanimous.
It's a tough way for Will Kim, who fought valiantly and technically, to lose. But we know that clearly Wolford won the third. It's got to be that second round that was the one that was up for grabs.
Here we go as a replay. Boom, overhand right. I mean, it didn't catch. He kind of blocked it, Wolford, with the block. But look at Wolford putting him down. You know what? We see this through the fight, but I didn't think that was getting points.
And you know what? When he was defending the takedown, the elbows there, and then the elbows against the side of the head was big for Wolford.
Absolutely. All right, when we come back from Ashburn, Virginia, our next event, don't anybody go anywhere.